Oh my god, it is Abraxas Precipice, where we play the Expanse role-playing game. We just play it.
It's just what we do.
It's just what we do.
That's it.
It's funny because that's funny, Maria, because my little document I have that has my pre-roll checklist is called Do It. And so yeah, this is what we do. This is exactly it. Welcome to Theia Reborn. This is episode 9. We're having a lot of fun with this one. Today the crew's all back here, the gang's all here, and we're going to explore some Medina Station action today as we set up for our next episode, which actually I'm looking forward to. It's gonna be a lot of fun. That's gonna be a lot of fun. But I want to say before we begin, we appreciate all our support from our patrons. Best way to support us is through Patreon. We also have a Ko-fi there you can check out. Follow us on social media, whatever's good. Any kind of support you show, we are grateful. Like horribly. Well, I don't know if we're horrible at it, but we're not horrible at being grateful, but we're very grateful. So we always appreciate that. If you want to, I lost my window. I was doing my to-do list and then I lost it. We have our Patreon where we have our votes for Mason's Haven. Right now, we just finished up one. We got a new one coming up later this week, which is going to be based on some actions that the crew may take today. We'll say that. I think that's a fair way of putting it. Kind of how it all plays out today. Because
I mean, we're gonna go back. We're gonna be at the colony today, is what you're saying. Is that what?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. You're getting there. You guys are getting there. You're at the last gas station. It's the last gas station.
I need to go back.
A nice homecoming, I'm sure.
Place.
Yeah. I'm sure they're throwing a party for us.
I'm sure they will be too. Yes, it'll be quite fun and the like here. But our patrons do get previews like that too, so we appreciate that. And then shout out Oya Beltaloda to our friend William that supports us on there. Thank you so much, William. We appreciate it. Yeah. As always. But let me go and run the opening credits, and then we'll jump into this little adventure on Medina Station here for Abraxas Precipice. Okay, guys, we're having some off-camera shenanigans. Donna's killing me there. So Medina Station, you guys have been here for a few days now. Having your good friend Medea Holtz, having figured out some the biological elements of what's going on with the people back on Mason's Haven, the issues with the different gravity drugs and treatments that are being used. You guys did send out a response to them asking the colony to try to not really talk to Star's Edge so much. But the one thing that did come up was them getting helping with their satellites. You do get a data set coming back from Mason's Haven saying what they're doing. It's not a video file, but it's more kind of a checkup of the stuff. And you guys have your own suite here in Medina Station down below the decks. It's about 1,000 square foot or so. It was meant for like a family. It's like a 4-bedroom type setup suite. But you guys have that all ready to go. And then who wanted to go over the data?
That's over Wyatt's head. I'll let.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Zenny
Me.
job.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's me. One of these days I'll get smarter, and then I'll make sense of it all.
Okay, so you get it, and basically it comes up and says that like they're quarantined the people, they're checking them out and everything like that too for the other ones that were part of the survey team. There was about 30 of them or so that got the treatment. The one guy that did it, he has been not like he's confined to quarters basically. They have him locked in his room. They're not inhuman. They're giving him contact, but they're just like, hey, buddy, we gotta let you check, make sure you're okay, for safe for everyone. But they have decided though they did go ahead and they got back from Star's Edge the analysis of those exotic materials. So long story short, that spectral analysis machine that you guys got from Ganymede, you don't really need anymore. So that's
sweet.
Right.
It's good.
So,
Neat. Good.
That's great.
I have a plan for those.
exactly.
We'll take it
But you
apart.
are on the trade hub of the galaxy. So, and you have an interesting bargaining chip, we'll say. In addition, they've also decided that there was a lost satellite Star's Edge was complaining about and was asking for help, and Mason's Haven has sent one of the survey satellites. It was lost on the bright side of the planet, but they're not sure where exactly. So they're currently, last known thing is that they're having their satellite look for the crash site, basically. So that's and Mason's Haven, as you mentioned, has 2 satellites, so they can afford to lose one, but it's not great to lose if they're worried about it.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. If that left us vulnerable to anything.
The satellites are basically communication satellites / survey satellites, and they're not. They're just, you have an extra one for redundancy. They could probably put together another one if they needed to, but it does use some vital parts and such, and it does take some time to deploy one. But they do have the capacity to fabricate if they need to another one. So, and these aren't like advanced satellites. These are like super, like advanced, like the UN security satellites. They're just pretty run-of-the-mill type stuff you would get for a surveying a planet or something. Okay. Anything? But that's the basic scuttlebutt of it all. Is the analysis came back from Star's Edge. Basically, it says that the materials have undergone biological processes, that they believe there's a species which they actually think might be the night ivy, but they haven't seen it in the night ivy. They might have to dig deeper, but it seems like it's able to break down the builder tech, that it can actually digest the stuff almost. But they don't have any, there's no builder tech to be found on the side of the planet where they're finding the night ivy, so they're not sure if it's down deeper or where it got the stuff from, basically, or if it's just in the air or remnants or what. Did that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
How far away is Star's Edge from the colony, from Mason's Haven?
It's about this far. No, at least on my map. No, there's no map. I'm just kidding. It's in my brain. It's actually much closer.
In your brain.
In my brain. It's about like 100 kilometers.
Oh,
Maybe,
okay.
Maybe about about 200 kilometers, something like that. Yeah, it's a day's drive to do it.
Okay.
Because there are no roads. And they have to like drive these carts over the terrain that have like
Right.
all-terrain tracks and stuff. So it takes about a day to get there.
Because we have really good terrain on our planet. Whose fault was that? Wait, that was all of ours.
It was
Yeah.
it was like that when I got here. It's just most of the night ivy that covers it all. It's just the ground cover is kind of rough. As far as actually the topography of it, it's actually surprisingly smooth. There's a little bit of there's not like a lot of mountains. There's some hills here and there, but they suspect that there's no. They're not sure if there's tectonic plates or not yet. They haven't gone to survey that. They're more interested in the biome at this point, and the major pieces of alien tech stick out the front of it. So, all right. I'm thinking anything else in that data set I should mention. They are interested in the satellite or the shuttle that you guys have. So you guys do have the heavy shuttle with you from the Dehostos. Dehostos 1 is with you.
Mm-hmm.
And they are interested in that would help them in their deployments for the future to get stuff up and down the gravity well much faster. So that is something they would like to have brought. But if you got a good offer for it, you might trade up.
Yeah, if it gets us torpedoes.
I think we could use other thing. I think we could sell that
Yeah, the spectral analysis.
The spectrometer, yeah.
Yeah.
fancy thing.
I think we could get a good price.
Okay. So you guys are sitting
Prices, trades. See what we could trade it for. Something that's helpful.
You guys are sitting in the room here. You have your suite. It's got 4 bedrooms. Most of the crew has been taking shifts coming on and off of the ship. Currently, Yan has the current shift. Zenny did a shift on there. But everybody's kind of getting the shore leave when they want to check out the sights and scenes. At this point, it's been a while since you guys have been back to Medina. And Zenny, they were basically it's now like a city. Like it was building last time. Now it's like there's like a full blown like neon kind of almost like I mean it's almost like rivaling Sirius Station, except it has no ceiling. Or there is like you can see like the farm fields above you. It's kind of a trip.
Yeah, it's real weird. I don't like it. Yeah.
Hey Zenny, you got a free moment?
Yeah, there's something I want to check in on, but that can happen anytime.
This will only take a minute.
Sure. What's up?
Yeah, I'll bring in Waxer and Myrtle to this too.
Okay, and you guys can be in the common meeting space. It's got like a little kitchenette. It's got a nice seating area to watch a TV and stuff like that too. Little table dining area. So it's a nice little suite.
Pretty fancy. Yeah, it's like an upscale Holiday Inn.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Like, listen, you've been with this for a while, and you've taken the reins on quite a few things when either me or Myrtle couldn't be there, couldn't take care of it. You were there. So we talked yesterday. How long ago would that have been? Yesterday.
It was yesterday. I mean, it feels like it's been weeks. It feels like it's been weeks, but it's just yesterday.
Yeah, it's a whole weird time thing going through space.
Yeah.
But
it's the drum. It's just day is night, night is day.
We would like to offer maybe a promotion to you if you'd be interested in moving from where you're at to second officer.
Oh.
The pay doesn't get any better though.
Wow. I mean, yeah, that would. Sure. Why, though?
You don't think you deserve it?
Yeah, you deserve it. We trust you. You've been phenomenal. I mean, we couldn't do any of this without you.
McMichael's declined. I'm just kidding.
Now I can take it. Okay,
Yeah.
That's good. And I guess I'm just not used to, I guess people caring about what I do, so. Thanks.
You're welcome. But now you got a lot more responsibility too, so.
Yeah.
You deserve it, yeah.
Well, I mean, at least when I'm getting introduced, I can be sure of what I'm saying. I am now. I got an actual job now.
Well, I think it's going to help us when we go down, on planet. There's going to be groups that are going to have their own structures, of management or leadership. And we want you to be able to speak for us as a group too. And not just rely on Wyatt and I to, be the only ones talking and the only ones making decisions, because you make great decisions and you're good with people. You might not think so, but you are.
And you're a good shot.
And you're a good shot. Yes. Can help Wyatt not get shot.
That'd be very nice. I would like that a lot.
Yeah,
So
now
far,
I guess
so far
it's.
I got bad track record with that, so.
I guess now it's talk first, shoot later for Zenny.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so.
So you guys share in the quarters with some of the other crew. Mikhail has actually left the ship for the first time in like months, and he kind of walks in as you guys are kind of talking. He looks at you guys and goes, "Hey, Cap, I overheard the news. Is that right? You made Zenny second officer?
Yes, indeed.
Hey, he looks at Zenny and goes, all right. He goes to Zenny. He goes not like slap you on the back, but he kind of pats you on the back, right? And he goes, all right, first round's on me. Why don't we go celebrate, huh?
All right.
Yeah, I never get to go out. Come on, like, you know.
Hey, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
do
all
it.
for it,
Yeah,
man. I
let's
love
do
it.
it.
Yeah, let's do this thing. He's like, it'll be good.
There's one place I want to stop by, but I can meet you wherever we're going.
Yeah,
There's
sure.
something I want to check on.
It's like, all right, well, we're just gonna do the soak run tonight. The souk run, just keep on. That's what they call it here, I think. And I'm gonna go up there and crawl around it and have a nice time here. But yeah, when we go, we'll convene whenever you're ready there.
Sure.
All right. He kind of goes ready to takes off to do that stuff. The rest of you, did you want to just go up by yourselves, Annie, or?
Yeah. I will. I think there's a minute where Zenny just like stands up and says, "I'm gonna go check on something," and then stops at the door, and kind of you can see like there's this audible like release of like tension in their shoulders, and they turn back to the rest of you there, and they say, "I'll be back. I'm gonna go say hi to Dinko real quick."
Okay. So you take the stroll through the hallways, the familiar hallways, the ones, and there's like
familiar hallways.
Yeah, you're underneath where you guys had your little pitch battle throughout.
Okay, so they didn't change too much.
No, not underneath. Up top, okay. It's way different. Like it's like that's where you saw these like tents pitched and everything. Now it's like buildings and farmland up there. It's bizarre to see. But down here, it's still the tunnels and like the kind of offices and rooms and facilities and such. And this was an area you guys did spend a lot of time in, but you were aware of it. But yeah, you make your way over to the storage areas that you guys had your fight in, where Dingo passed. You go back and you find the plaque. But there's a lot more people in here. There's like the halls aren't as empty because when the behemoth came out, there was 7,000 belters on it manning it. And then the people they brought over, so maybe about 10,000 people on it. Now it's closer to probably like 20, 30,000 people on the ship now.
Wow.
I mean, it's a big fucking ship. I mean, it's like 6 or 7 stories around. So, but there's like it's like hustle and bustle, and people are stopping here and coming through now. It's the last gas station on the way to the frontier. So, but yeah, you go and you find the place, no problem. There's like some there's like more signage around things are being directed. This feels like more like a station now than anything else. But you do find where the plaque that you guys made has been like, bolted and secured to the thing. And there's a few things like that on the ship. You've actually, as you've been visiting Medina Station in the last, there's a few memorials here and there like that. But and there's kind of a unwritten rule of like, if it's there, don't mess with it type thing. And so it hasn't been messed with. It hasn't been cleaned, but it's not like filthy. I mean, it's not shiny like when you first put it up type thing. That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's people around you who are walking back and forth doing whatever. I mean, just families, whoever. I mean, it's pretty casual. Like, it's shockingly casual.
I'll take out whether it's like, I don't know, rag or something that I have, or I can even use like my shirt sleeve, and I'm just gonna give it a little
shine.
spit shine. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll put it back in my pocket, put my hands in my pocket, and just lean against the wall next to the sign and looking out at the mundaneness of this busy people just going about their day, going about the stuff that they have, just their normal here, and just kind of saying to the wall, I wish you could see it. It was worth it. It really was. But I wish you could see it. Cap gave me a promotion. Says I'm doing good stuff. So I guess we're persistent, huh? We're just gonna keep going? We'll do some good.
And as you do this, I mean, you barely even notice the other people coming by and forth. You kind of, people just keep on with their lives keep on moving through the veins of this station, and the heart of it keeps on beating, the drum keeps on spinning. You want to go to the rest of the crew here?
Yeah,
All
I'll leave it for a moment, and then I'll push myself off and just give the sign a couple of taps, and then head towards where everyone else is.
So you come up into the drum, and you come up from underneath it through like a series of elevators. They have a spiral stair, like not staircase, but spiral ramps and stuff like that too. The G's of the drum are pretty respectable. It's not like it's comparable. It's like something like Sirius Station. Maybe a little bit less than that, but you come up into it and it is bright. There's this giant, like, solid beam throughout the center of it. That's a giant light bulb, full spectrum, that's providing light to. As you look above you, you can see almost like a third of the whole drum is just crop fields. These like rows of growing corn and soybeans, potatoes. There's even some trees up there, like a small orchard. And you can see in front of you, like the souk, where it's like this kind of like bazaar of shops and like bars and kind of like a giant, like different town squares kind of thing set up. There's also the biggest building here inside the drum is the hospital. There actually is like a 3-story hospital in the drum. And you can see like the security station, which has been there. You can remember hearing about dingo meaning bull there or something like that. It's now much more developed, we'll say. But the colors, as opposed to being a solid steel drum all the way around, it's like colorful. I mean, it's all directions colorful. And that's what you get out to see. The crew, did you guys want to follow Mikhail, or do you want to go find your own thing?
Yeah, follow Mikhail.
Okay. Mikhail's like, hey, he's like, the forums swear by this place. Really looking forward to checking this one out here. Let me go get you. He's trying to remember the name because I forgot my name. That or I didn't make up a name. Maybe I didn't make up a name. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember real quick. Mikhail is a Belter. Okay. So Mikhail's like, check it out. Here it is. And it's this like, you clearly, Waxer, you've seen these kind of places. It looks like kind of like a place to put, like a place you go into drink and place bets on like events.
Oh yeah.
Where Wyatt and Myrtle, you know it better as what's called a sports bar.
Nice.
And he's like, check it out. And like, you know, it's this kind of like, it's new. Everything's fresh on it. It's called let me give it a name here. I like this name. We'll call this one. It's called the Thin Note. The Thin Note, and it has like variety of like things on the walls, like, you know, images going on. They're playing some old sports. They're playing like some games from back on Mars and stuff from Earth here and there. A lot of it's older footage. Nothing's like live or terribly new. And then there's like some images of like current like sporting setups here on the station. There's currently a best way to describe it is like a glide suit league. So like where you go up to like the middle of the drum, and you have like a glide suit on, and you try to use the Coriolis to glide as far as you can through the drum. It's not exactly legal, but it hasn't been outlawed yet. Most because
He's jumping in space.
Well, the main problem right now is they're worried about someone hitting the side of the hospital. You know, glide right to the side of it.
No
That'd
one
be
has
convenient.
yet.
Yeah. So no one's ruined it for everybody yet. That's one of those things, right? But you go on in and they have like different signage and stuff like that too. And Mikhail goes, man, what do you guys like?
What do you think we should get?
Yeah. Oh, I would say which screen. I was gonna say which screen you want to face, man. They got the old football game, and there's like a soccer game from like Earth, and he's like, they got some.
Yeah,
of this.
is there one that faces all of them? Yeah.
I mean, it's all. We can try and get one of those premium seats if you want. Yeah, we can do that. They got a little, and they have like a little booth in the middle. They'll kind of rotate to whatever you want it to. So instead of changing channels, you change the booth orientation.
Let's do that.
All right, so you guys gonna put in for that? Okay, so you guys put in for the fancy booth. Okay, so you go in and do that, and he's like, "Oh, all right. I knew we were celebrating, but he's like, where's the officer of the hour?" He's like, "They gonna make it?"
She should be here soon, I think.
Right.
Yeah, anytime. Let's get our bets in.
So you kind of start bringing stuff in, and he's like, so what we gonna bet? And you remember Mikhail's a belter. He's kind of looking at it. He's like, "Oh man," he's like, "No way." And he's like, "Let's go." And he's like, he kind of grabs the controls and starts like pushing it. He's used to grabbing the controls. He is a pilot. That's what you guys pay him for. And so he kind of faces off, and he has you guys watching some old Earth professional wrestling.
Nice.
Oh, good. Yeah.
He's like, "Man, I used to watch this all the time when I was a kid, man."
Oh yeah. Who's the one to look for? The one that bets on?
He's like, "Bet on, man. This match is old, man. This is old. I remember watching this when I was a kid. It's a lot of fun, though, man." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, okay. He's like, "Yeah." So that one right there, that guy is called the Red Star, and he like jumps a bunch. It's pretty cool, man. The others like they say the gravity's high, but these guys jump so far. I don't think they had that much gravity.
Man, I bet you I could have been a wrestler, waxer. Yeah, I should have.
Yeah, man.
I gotta come up with something.
He's kind of gotten this habit when he's off the ship of like slapping people. So he slaps you on the chest, and he's like, "Yeah, man, you can do that, no problem, man. You big like that, you know." And he goes, "But no, my favorite wrestler was this one that fought for the belt." And I don't mean like the belt, like he kind of like makes like a belt, like a heavyweight belt thing. He's like, not like that, not like the kind of like, but for us, man, he was a belter that went to Earth to fight for us.
No.
Yeah, dude, that really happened, man. You never heard of him?
Don't know if I
man,
did.
He go by this. They call him the Haymaker.
Okay.
Yeah, man. This guy Hank Haddocks, man. He was this awesome belter, man. He would come out and he like people, "Oh, boo, you a belter. No one likes you, man." And he'd come out there and he'd show them what's up, man. He could fly. He could jump hard. He had an elbow, and he dropped the elbow on people, and he called it the orbital smash.
What happened to that one, eh?
I don't
He's
know,
still
man.
wrestling?
No, I don't think he wrestled no more, man. He got to be old now. He got to be like in his like 60s, 70s. He old belter now. Like, I used to watch him with my dad. But this guy, the Red Star, he's fun to watch. He's okay. And then he's just kind of, and like, Mikhail slowly like seeps into watching the wrestling matches. And he seems like really, like, he's like kind of like reliving like a childhood type thing going on here of it and everything.
I'll keep watching it with him.
Okay.
I'm into it.
It's entertaining, and it's sports. You know, you're watching it, you know, and you know it's why, you know, this is like rigged shit. Like, you know, it's like there's a fakeness to it, but at the same time, you can see Mikhail is like completely believing this stuff.
Oh yeah, I think it's real too. I'm sure.
Okay, so we got okay. So I'm very curious of why it wants to destroy your fantasy, but
Jeez.
just let them have their time, man. But if people are drinking and watching whatever, it's kind of fun. This guy, it seems like the Myrtle, you kind of picked up on this at being a businesswoman yourself here. It seems like the guy that owns this place and set it up, he has like a huge archive of like sports videos, and he's just kind of playing them here for people. Like, and people seem to have a lot of fun watching these things.
It's like, I wonder if that's something that, you know, maybe when we're setting up down there, this kind of entertainment, I wonder if he sells any of this kind of stuff or has a resource. Because I think, wouldn't it be great, Waxer, if we had some of this stuff on Planet? You know, in downtime?
Maybe I could get some of these data files. I like to study these moves, you know, and like perform them, and then maybe I get somebody, Wyatt or whoever, you know, somebody on crew. McMichaels, he could be Red Star. We could reenact some of this. Yeah, okay, I like this.
Well, that'd be good, you know, keep everybody in shape, you know, and who knows what we're going to find down there, you know. Oh, yeah.
Waxer's liking this idea. And
you can be ready.
Yeah, I'll be looking to purchase the video stream of this, or I'll get it where I can.
It comes in a 10-disc box set.
Yeah.
All right, Denny, you get a ping from them saying like where they are. Do you want to meet up with them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You come in and you can see in the center of the bar, they are sitting in the center of this like, it's like this weird spindle table, and you can see the table like the table and chairs kind of attached to each other, and they can kind of spin in any direction to view one of the dozens of screens in this place. It is it's not loud in here. They have like the audio is kind of set to only broadcast certain people's ears. Like you can kind of adjust your stuff in there, but it is very bright, and there's a lot of balls moving around and people chasing after them on the screen. That's what the sports bar is. People hitting things and running, and people on fields and in these huge open spaces that are like bigger than any like any open space you ever saw in series. But them running at each other, hitting each other as far as they can.
Huh. We look like we might spin it around at any time.
It's definitely new. But it's not bad. I don't think anything is particularly interesting. Like, I don't think Zenny's not a sports person. But I mean, it's watching a TV station from a different country. Like, it's fascinating because I have no idea what in the world's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be cool.
There it goes.
But yeah.
Oh. There it goes.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. Yeah, you froze, but you were getting your audio, but you froze for a second. Yeah, it was
Oh, that's weird.
I will say, it did freeze on you, making a very contemplative face. You're very much considering the philosophy of what these events and these occurrences may mean.
You were stunned when you saw all this come, you know,
Yeah.
and saw us in this little circular thing.
It is overwhelming. I will admit that. You come on in. Mikhail and Waxer are kind of like egging each other on, watching these rustlers. You do recognize one of the rustlers, Zenny, as this guy named the Haymaker, Hank Haddox, who was like you know him from the wrestling thing, like you maybe saw it when you were a kid or whatever it was, and he was this guy that came, he was on Earth wrestling, and he's a belter, and he had like the belter like tattoos and shit. And he's a big dude, and he would, you know, people kind of like the Earthers would jeer him because he was a belter. And eventually this guy, what's interesting about this guy is you actually met him, he was living on Ceres. When he retired, he came to Ceres. But you found out he actually was an Earther. And he was actually playing a belter. some people still believe it, and people like him. He's a nice guy. He became a friend of Anderson Dawes. Yeah, he's a guy you've met him a few times like on Sirius Station here and there, but you know that it's not real.
Yeah.
But Waxer and Mikhail seem rather enthralled by it.
Listen, you gotta have some small pleasures out here in space.
It's true. It's true.
That's fine.
All right. So you guys drink up. The drinks kind of flow out. Mikhail buys the first round for everybody. He buys some pretty good whiskey here. Stuff they're starting to actually make stuff on the station using the actual plants they have here and some leftovers and stuff like that too. So it's and everyone's bringing weird stuff out to the belt here or out to the Medina station past the belt. So it's stuff that you can get around here, but good time. Do you guys have anything you want to do at the bar or talk about or?
I don't think we should talk business right now. We should just relax. Do they have food here?
Oh yeah, they got food, man. It's not a sports bar, it's on wings, dude. Come on.
I'll take as many wings as we can fit on this table.
So they bring in these it's not actual chicken, but it's like they're formed in the shape of wings.
Dino nuggies.
So like basically a real sports bar.
They're very elaborate dino nuggies. Yes, they're high class dino nuggies, and that helps you, Donna. But yeah, they have sauces, stuff flavored up there, and you can get those, and it's a fun time. You know, it's a trip. It's being out here and having this kind of like almost wealth on the edge, in a place that's just completely changed. And there's people coming and going, hanging out and such. And Waxer, you and Mikhail are getting in the thing, and this guy, this as you guys are kind of sitting there, this guy kind of Mikhail kind of, hey man, what about this guy? And this guy's like standing behind you, watching the screen with you guys. He's not at your table, but he's like watching up kind of behind you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, you see this? Yeah, you like this?
Yeah, man, this is one of my favorite ones. I love this match.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah. This Haymaker guy, he got all the moves, man. I'm gonna be learning now.
He's doing good work, man. He's a great guy. What are you here for the event?
What event? What do you mean?
What event? And the guy's like, oh, he's like, yeah, hold on a minute. And he pulls up his data pad and he shoots you over like a generic thing. Mm-hmm. And like Mikhail kind of reaches his pocket, pulls his data pad, and he pulls it up, and it's like a flyer, right? And it's a flyer for like a wrestling event here on the Medina station.
Oh, we gotta go to this. Yeah. I'll be like, hey Zenny, you see this? Look, this this Hank Haymaker guy, he's a belter, everybody boos him and he kicks all their asses. It's
this flyer saying like the inaugural evening of a new era in wrestling. And it has these big letters RWF, which stand for Ring Wrestling Federation. It says like their tagline is like, "Are you ready to step into the ring?" Get it? Because they're in the ring.
Yeah, get it.
Okay,
got it.
I mean, I
guys,
feel like
those at home, it gets cornier. And it then shows at the bottom of it, hosted by Hank the Haymaker Haddocks, and it has a picture of him, like giving the thumbs up, like patting his elbow where he does the orbital smash. I mean, he's an older guy now, but like you can still see he's kind of a big dude.
I mean, I think Mikhail, we got to go to this. Yeah, maybe
it looks like it's
jump in the ring.
It's next week, man. We gotta see what this is about. And it's like in a week or so. And the guy's like, yeah, he's like, it's a big thing. They got that complex built up. The Mormons were putting together this giant, big. And you guys have seen this complex out here. It's kind of built into the side of it. It wasn't as tall. It's not as big as the hospital. But it's pretty good size, and it looks like they have like from what you understand. When you were here previously, it was meant to be kind of a hall for some sort of congregation, and it looks like they've converted it into a more, we'll say, broadly used community center for events that would involve observing something at the center of the area.
So like an arena.
An arena. It's not. Yeah. It's a very small arena, but it has that kind of feel to it. Yeah.
Like an amphitheater.
Amphitheater type thing. Yeah. And it could probably. It looks like it could probably seat like 3,000 people, something like that.
I mean, is there a cage in there? No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, it looks like they're having this event, and like and like the flyer goes on. There's kind of the quote unquote other side of it, and it, kind of flips on your thing, and it shows like they don't have any it's like saying like the talent is going to be announced in the next week, but they're and those that are interested can inquire. And like you can get tickets and pick them up and everything. So
I mean, I was a pit brawler. I'd kill the people, but this is perfect. I mean, if Cap and EXO, and I mean, if we have the time, but Wax.
I think we have the connections to get us probably get us in there a little easier.
Do you want?
Should we tell him?
We can make a surprise.
We could make it a surprise.
Yeah, let's keep that
So
on.
yeah, Mikhail's sitting there like, what's the surprise?
I think the surprise is they're gonna let Waxer go in there. We're gonna come up with a move, Mikhail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mikhail could be his
We're gonna
man.
win some credits, and then Waxer gets a gamble.
What's your move, man? How you gonna finish people? You got that
I don't
thing
know.
smash? You can't take someone else's move, man.
No. We gotta practice on ship. Yeah. We gotta think about it. Yeah. I gotta train. Come up with ideas. Yeah. Okay.
It's like he's trying to say anything. What are you known for, man? What have you done that's like, oh man, okay.
I think this is the point that Zenny actually shows up. Is during this conversation.
So,
yeah. One time I ripped the guy's face off. Yeah, but I can't do that. Broken arms. I mean, we were just like.
Listen, you're real good at picking things up and throwing them real hard. So you could just, be the.
Just throw him like he's like, oh, you mean like a power throw?
Yeah.
You gonna toss him like a not even a slam? You kind of just throw him.
Yeah.
I mean, you're tall, so I mean,
Sack
it's
of
gonna hurt.
potatoes.
Yeah. I could throw it. We need a good name though. Yeah. The Koyo Comet. I don't know. Yeah.
The Koyo Comet. That ain't bad actually. I'm gonna give you Michael for a first draft. That's pretty good.
Okay.
The Koyo
Not a lot of
Comet.
workshopping that needs to happen.
Yeah. No, I mean, alliteration is a very strong technique, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay, you get like the Koyo Comet, man. Wax the Koyo Comet, man. But like, okay.
Throw them, real hard against them, and okay. We're like
what about the Duchang train?
Hey, that's good too. Yeah,
because they're powerful. They're big and
You see, like,
powerful.
me and Mikhail,
You got like a napkin out.
Yeah, they got a napkin.
Yeah.
They're sitting there like writing down names and everything, scratching them out, and like So
I sense I have a manager here.
and Mikhail, like, man, I'm a manager, man. I don't know what I tell you to do, man. I just tell you to hit them harder. That's all I tell you to do.
Okay,
man.
that's
But
good.
yeah, it'll be fun, man. Well, we gotta see if we get signed up though. We gotta figure it out.
Yeah,
It says it says we can go. They contact them here after a certain date, so we gotta wait a little while. But we go contact them.
All right. In the meantime, maybe we'll come up with my costume. Yeah, everybody looks like they dress and they got a look. So, all right,
Yeah, man.
all right.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Tassels will get you over quickly. Lots of them.
Okay, yeah, like comet tails. Yeah.
There you go.
I always like it when
Nothing but tassels.
I always like it when they got tassels around the boots. That looks good.
All
Good
right.
look.
Okay. Yeah. A free fall. I come in. Tassels flying up.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be good.
But you gotta compensate for the Coriolis.
Oh yeah, right.
As you move. Maybe we go talk to some of those guys that glide. They jump all the time on here. We figure that out.
Yeah, we gotta try that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Imagine that this is how Waxer dies. It's not
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
being shot.
yeah.
It's free
Gliding.
falling.
Yeah.
Chasing his childhood dream in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our friend Waxer went into the ring and he died. Oh man,
Yeah.
like all those other people.
Oh, he didn't even make it into
No.
the ring.
Yo, not that ring.
Not that
yeah.
ring, yeah. Not that ring. Yeah, okay. So it's That's an interesting prospect too. Does Wyatt or Myrtle want to look at this possibility too? Like see the? Do you guys got broadcast the brochure as well?
I'll definitely look at it and I'll kind of push Myrtle off to the side a little bit.
It looks like there's an opportunity here in terms of like actually being paid to do this. If you put on a good show. So there is an idea that like this could be a moneymaker for the crew.
Yeah,
Don't hurt yourself, jeez.
Sorry, it's my brain. I think that this would be good. It's actually good to see them kind of letting off some steam too. You know, things have been really rough for us the past many months. So I'm really excited for this creative endeavor, bringing the crew together. You know,
I'm gonna slide in with Myrtle and Wyatt while Waxer and his manager are having a discussion.
As the adults have a discussion.
Yeah.
Officer.
Yeah, officers meeting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it'd be great for morale for sure. I think it's
I mean, just talking about it, the two of them look. I mean, I
having a blast.
I don't think I've seen Waxer this excited about something since I don't know, since we did 0G on series.
Oh wow. We could always send a message to Hank and see if he can help us out.
Yeah, have you actually met him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we met him on series.
Oh. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, he's a hoot.
Yeah.
As we say. He's an interesting fella.
To give you the impression of
him too. Yeah.
To give you the impression of him real quick. Yeah, I mean he faked being a belter in this thing, but some of the belters still kind of buy into him and kind of liked him for how he portrayed them. And a lot of the belters will say didn't understand that the wrestling was fake. Like it looked pretty real to them. And so they really view him as kind of a hero a little bit. And he would do the voice and he would do his catchphrases for the kids and stuff like that too. So he was kind of kept around as I don't want to say a mascot, but he was a nice guy. He gets along and he felt really welcomed out in the belt. For Myrtle and Wyatt, you know that this character that he played was a heel, that he was a villain in these storylines. He was not portrayed well. He was kind of appropriating a culture that wasn't his in the ring. But at the same time, like, do you want to take that kind of fun fantasy that people have watching him fight for them, or they perceive of him fight for them back in the belt? So it's a mixed bag.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really speak for, belters on how they should feel about his character. I don't want to ruin the joy here, that Waxer and Mikhail are finding in this. It's always caution, even when we're having fun. We still want to have some caution there.
And he certainly has been welcomed by the Belters, I will say that. And he's been living with them for probably the last 20 years. So I'm trying to say he's one of them, but he's welcomed amongst the peoples, and he's treated as a hero. He's treated as people buy him drinks and stuff like that too. So he's he's kind of. But if he's doing his promotion out here, I mean, hell, like okay, someone likes him, So, but yeah, he seems to be ready to build his own franchise out here, and hopefully you'll get to catch him when he shows up and he's ready to start talking to people.
Yeah, well, I figure, after all these years he's been out here doing this, that, my feelings about it all, have to trump. Is he doing good for the belt? The belt it's the same thing when I first started out here. It's like, I want to bring some joy to the belt, right? And so somewheres You know, that Wyatt and I are accepted, other places not so much. So I'm not going to ruin this other guy's gig when he's not doing any harm, really.
Hmm?
I mean, he is, but he's not. Because, I mean, they could tell he's an earther.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, they
You
know
met-
he's really, really an earther. So
Yeah, when you met him, then you were like, I thought you were taller, like type thing.
Yeah.
So he's like 6'4", but like you thought he was like Waxer size.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah,
not.
your build looks a little too proportional.
Yeah. Yeah. Your bones seem to. They have a
you're
thing.
more
called-
like a Wyatt.
Yeah. You're,
Yeah. On the scale of Wyatt to Waxer.
yeah. You go to Wyatt. All right. So, you guys hang out and everyone's having a good time. Mikhail and Waxer seem to be bonding, which is kind of fun because like they kind of. Waxer, what's kind of cool about this with Mikhail is like you guys work on opposite sides of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't really get to spend a whole lot of time. Maybe you ate a few meals together, but this whole wrestling thing, you guys had no idea. And it's kind of fun to like. This is kind of fun to bond over, you know.
I got a buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy. All right. So night goes along. You enjoy celebrating Zenny's second officer status now. Drink a few drinks. It's a good time. Do you guys have anything else you want to get up to in this day? Yes, please, Wyatt.
I would like to go up to the bartender, whoever's in charge, and see if I can get like a copy of just the wrestling, if they have a way to purchase that.
Oh, he's like, yeah. Well, you're gonna have to talk to Leon. That's the owner. It's all his archives he's pulling up, man. He's got this big collection you wouldn't believe. Brought these huge data cores of them, just chock full of this stuff.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you my information, and maybe you can pass that along. And if he is willing to help us a little bit, our
Okay.
ship.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these you could find here and there, but if you want all of them, that's gonna be you gotta talk to Leon. So, but yeah, dude. Well, thank you. He'll appreciate that. You a fellow collector or?
No, I just think it'd be good for some of our guys.
Looking for some stuff to watch on the road, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
long
yeah.
days.
I got you. And he goes, "Oh, it's good. He's good. It's always good to see it. Good to see another red-blooded Martian here." And you can tell the guy's Martian. And he's like, "You don't see a whole. There's only a few of us coming out this far, huh?"
You're the first I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I see him around. There's not too many. It's a good mix right now. But most of the Martians are coming here and then leaving immediately. Not too many sticking around. So glad to see one taking the sights in. Don't take it too seriously, right?
You can't take anything too serious.
All right. Good to meet you. And he gets your information. And he puts it into his thing. You can see him forward on to Leon, the owner of the Thin Note. All right. Anything else for the evening?
I got nothing.
Well,
Unless we want to start looking for ways to get some torpedoes.
That's the
We
only
got to
thing
get
on
rid
my
of.
mind.
Yeah, we got to get rid of that analysis
you
machine.
don't have to get rid of it, but
That's some
You're supposed to,
easy
we're not
money
smart enough
there.
for it.
Easy money. Yeah.
this is true.
Easy money to buy torpedoes with.
I mean, maybe if we take it apart, we sell it for parts.
Okay. So who would want to start trying to like put their nose to the ground and try to find like now you have seen that there is a marketplace here. And there is a marketplace for things that are sold, we'll say, outside of Medina Station, that is ship to ship direct sales. So it is not a black market because it's not exactly illegal. But they put it this way: if you wanted to buy torpedoes from someone on Medina Station, those torpedoes would never make it onto Medina Station. Right? Just to be clear, they would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta leave it at the door. Can't come in. Can't bring them in. You know. But yeah, there is some people out there that are advertising they have weapons for sale.
Well, if they're advertising, we might as well go check it out.
Yeah.
Who wants to take point on this one?
I think this would be a great first opportunity for the new second officer.
Look at you delegate.
Yay!
Look at you delegate. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So second officer Zenny, do you guys want to give Zenny purchasing power to that is access to Myrtle's wallet?
Oh yeah, sure. I'm fine.
Well,
with
I'm asking Myrtle, not you. Jesus Christ. Like,
Yeah, because I think Zenny will be sensible. about it versus, other people in our crew who may reside downstairs and smoke a lot.
What do you got there, McMichael? I got beans.
I mean,
I got beans.
I would offer to go with Zenny too because I have evaluation, so
You do?
I know. Yeah, I know what stuff's worth. Maybe we'll get ripped off. Good cost.
And then I was also going to ask you, Michael, do you have the second rank of Fringer?
Oh yeah, let me look.
Like expert Fringer?
I think I might.
I do.
You do?
Oh yeah, I do too.
That's the black market bonus, yeah.
That's where I was actually gonna go.
Yeah.
That's where I was actually gonna.
So
head.
there
I'm
is.
I've been around them enough, not doing my own business there, but like because I have done business around them, to find it more comfortable to talk to people there than to just talk to random regular people.
Me too. So I feel like we would do pretty good getting a good price.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get some torpedoes.
So you guys kind of check the marketplaces here and there, and there's like these meetup places where people go to like barter their goods, like they kind of do more face-to-face deals on the station, and then like the stuff happens outside the station as it would be. And a lot of if you are into the black market, that stuff happens more face-to-face. So there's some guys hanging out there. You can see them bartering and trading. You can see there's one guy out there that there's a few guys that have some torpedoes for sale here and there. They look like pretty standard torpedoes, straightforward type stuff. Prices not cheap, we'll say, but they are for sale. And Myrtle, what's your income score?
That would be a 9, I believe. I'm checking it. Yep.
Okay,
I've got a temporary bonus on it, but I don't know if that's still
what's your temporary bonus on it?
a +1.
Okay, so you have a 10 total. Okay.
I have a 10 total.
And the temporary bonus lasts until you fail the check. Okay, so Myrtle's got some money, and it is enough to buy torpedoes. It would be pushing the cost, but it is enough to buy.
Hey, well, I can supplement it with my 8 income right now, so.
Okay, so you have that bonus, you have the big bonus.
If I need to, I have that in my pocket because Myrtle is correct. Zenny is very good at money.
Is that a +8, or is that the 8 total?
It's a +6.
+6. So
from my first job during prequel times.
What you would be able to do is you'd be able to get a 15 total because she has a 9 plus the 6. So you only get to add 1 bonus to it. But yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but a +15 is very good. So you kind of come up and they're all kind of standing there, and one of the guys sees the two of you go stand there and he goes, "Hey, what you guys trading, or what you trading?"
Yeah, we're looking to pick up some armaments.
Okay.
Got some stuff that we can trade. Got some money that can flow.
Well, I gotta ask up front.
Money, right?
You all ain't pirates, right?
No.
Okay, well, I don't sell the pirates, so make sure. Thank you. Get that out of the way real quick, right? Well, yeah. What kind of arms you looking for?
Torpedoes, stuff like that.
And Waxer, you are the payload specialist. You have the whole inventory ready to go. You have the spreadsheet.
Yeah, I'm kind of like being like, this, that, and then just kind of gesturing towards.
Specifically this, yeah.
yeah. And he looks at it and he goes, okay, 12 torpedoes. Yeah, I could do that. You looking for 12 torpedoes? I got those.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And he's like, let me get you. He has a price. He goes, let me give he pulls up a price, and it's steep. It's within range, but it's steep. It would be a target number 26. You'd have to roll using your bonus. You'd have to roll an 11 or higher to get the check.
Yeah.
We'll take it. I'm just kidding. Should we ask him if he trade anything? We got that equipment. Your call.
Yeah. You say you did some trade, yeah?
Yeah, I trade once in a while. What you guys carrying? I saw let's see here, Sinclair. You saw your manifest. You go, Sinclair. You guys brought that substrate.
Yeah, I'll literally reach over and scroll through until I can find where we have our analysis.
Yeah.
And specifically poke onto that, and then just tap the screen and be like.
And he goes, Oh, that's a very specific piece of gear.
Mm-hmm.
But
Turns out we don't need it anymore.
Very rare.
I take it you guys ain't going past the rings. You guys going back to Earth, Mars, Ceres, wherever you want to go back to? Jeez.
If that's what you want to believe, sure.
Well, that's not my business.
Good condition.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are willing to part of something like that. I'm definitely interested. And he kind of breaks the numbers down. You've reduced the cost of the checks. Target number has gone down to a 22 from a 26 to a 22, so it's a lot easier. He goes and he says, "So you guys are moving some gear here. This is they don't usually have stuff like this on major stations. Not something just anyone kind of has. Are you interested in I don't know, the finer elements of armaments, or just whatever works, right?"
Best.
I mean,
Best.
it depends on how gussied up these fineries are.
He's like, well, look, he's like, I don't share this kind of stuff, but you guys got something special here. I definitely could. It would open up some channels of trade for myself here. And the name's Earl, by the way. Thank you. Just get it clear on y'all. That's Earl. They call him Trader Earl. That's that area you can go. Hey, Trader Earl. He's like, what's going on, man? How you doing, TE? He's like, I'm all right. They call him TE. He goes, oh look, I don't like to advertise where the finer things, but you folks seem like you're interested in those kind of things, especially when you're bringing this kind of gear around. And he kind of puts away his data pad and pulls out another pad, and it's like kept in like a sheet.
The black book.
His burner pad.
It is literally kept in like a black like some sort of like polymer sheath that you're pretty sure is lined so it can't be detected or interfered with. It's like a Faraday cage for the thing. And he pulls it out. And he goes, he pulls up some stuff, and he's look, I ran into a set of these. And he pulls up, and it's an image of 6 torpedoes. Give me a check of some sort. Both of you, if you can
I
identify.
feel like Waxer would
Waxer
know
would know.
based on visuals.
Give me like an
I would
intelligence,
maybe-
like your like mechanics or weaponry or something like that. Whatever's good by that. They are torpedoes, though. You do know that they are torpedoes. I will say that. There's no mistaking that.
Nice. Okay, I got 14 and a 5 on the drama.
Okay. Wax, you look at them, they're actually like military grade. You're pretty sure they're Martian torpedoes.
Oh,
These are the kind of things that that the Martians have on their ships.
Oh yeah, it's a good. Oh yeah, I recognize this. Top of the line, dust Martian torpedoes. Eh?
He's like, you can read without. I know you can read without saying it out loud, son.
Every time I see something, I gotta say it loud.
All right. But look, I got a set of 6 of these laying around. That's half your payload. If you're interested in these ones, we can work something out. But they're a little bit much more. You know what I'm saying? A little hotter. If you're curious, game-wise, these have a better chance of evading enemies. They have better AI, so they're a chance of evading enemy defenses.
This would good.
And he's like, and he kind of shows you a price. The price for 6 of these is as much as the 12 of the other ones, but they're higher grade.
Man, might work good with them if we see more pirates. I don't know. I feel like the Cap's got a pretty good endless credits. But,
I need to be clear too.
I'll just like whisper over to Wax. That's not how credit works.
Yeah, I will be clear that if you make this trade using Myrtle's credits, Myrtle's permanent income goes down by 1.
Yeah,
permanently. Like this is a lot of money.
Well, she got like what, like 10? I'm just kidding. Convertible.
What if we took 3 of these and the rest just standard stock?
3 of them? I don't sell odd numbers of torpedoes. It's 6 or nothing. That's a magazine full of torpedoes, and they come 6 per magazine. So that's kind of like these are the magazines that load into the load into the thing. Yeah, so it's a whole set. Yeah.
So if my math is right, it was roughly 22 I would have to get for 12 or 22 for 6. Is that correct?
Yeah, you would have to roll to get the full set of 12. It was a 22, so that's only you have to get 7 or higher to get that. And you could make it a 5 or higher if you want to use this as the black market connection element that you have, but that'll reduce Myrtle's income by 2.
And you can use luck, right?
And you can use your fortune in this too.
Fortune, I mean.
Fortune can be applied to this, yeah. The other one though would be you have to get a roll of a 9 or higher to purchase, and it would be a 7 or higher if you want to use your black market thing. You also could try to buy both of them too. There is enough money, and that would be more difficult. It would drain pocketbook quite thoroughly. But then again, if you guys go on the frontier, what gets money out there, right?
And what my wrestling match, getting more credits.
Yeah, and the guy here, you talk about your wrestling money, he's like, what the fuck? He's like, what?
I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like telling him, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Oh.
Yeah, while Zenny does math.
Yeah, I got the
you
coil.
start talking about wrestling.
Yeah, he's just like, okay, son, all right, I believe you.
I'm gonna be big in the belts. Yeah, make lots of credits.
So I think there's a little while, like Zenny kind of lets Waxer go on for a while about the wrestling, and there's like this moment of hesitation where Zenny's thinking about passing on these Martian torpedoes, and then remembers that there's still Inaros shit that they have to deal with, and remembers being unprepared for that. And in their head is thinking, I'm sure Myrtle would be fine with this, and is going to try to get all of them.
Yeah.
All right.
That's how you get the promotion.
So the question is, do you want to use your black market on this first roll?
Yes.
Okay. So you only get to use it once per session.
I want to use it on the Martian torpedoes.
That's a 24. So you have a plus 15. Mm-hmm. This will eat your bonus, and then the second one you're gonna have to make this. It's gonna be a little harder, but you can. Let's go for the Martian ones.
Okay.
All that.
I'd rather try to get the ones that are a little bit better.
Yeah, and it's also, even this kind of goes with Zenny's philosophy. I mean, you don't have like an assault rifle gun. You have your pistol, but it's a really nice pistol, and that's kind of what these are. These are really nice. You
don't have to shoot a lot if you shoot well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you can do it the first time, why do the second time, right?
Yeah.
All right. So give me the roll here. It is a difficulty class. It is a target number 24 income test. You have a 15, you have 17 total, so you need to get, that's a 7 or higher, 7 or higher on this.
Well, we got an 8.
Got an 8, okay. All right. So you do manage to transfer over the funds. You kind of collate your funds with Myrtle's. Your bonus from doing your job years back has gone away.
It was years of savings.
It really was. And then, Myrtle, you feel wherever you are, you feel a little part of your soul die.
What's happened?
Oh. Yeah, you feel.
Listen, we're just peeling away the capitalist parts of your body.
You hear millions of credits cry out in pain as they slowly fade away.
My business sense is tingling that there's something wrong.
Okay, the follow-up one you pull up, and you have a plus 8 on this. You have to beat a 22. So that is you have to get a 14 or higher on this one to get the other set of torpedoes.
I mean, it's gonna be the best torpedo we ever had.
Well, we got the best torpedoes.
You get the best ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We did get the good ones. 17.
Okay, you do it.
Double 6s.
All right.
Double 6s.
6 on the drama die.
You do manage to purchase all the torpedoes. So you transfer all this fund. Myrtle, your data password's buzzing a bunch. And you can,
the bank's telling you there's several unauthorized transactions.
Yeah, all these transactions have gone through.
There's also a message. There's a message tucked in there from Zenny that says, "I hope you trust me."
You send her a selfie of you in front of a
No,
torpedo
just
like this.
literally just that, no explanation, just like I hope you trust me.
Myrtle, you lost your temporary bonus and your permanent income score is reduced by 3.
Oh shit!
Ha! Whoops.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, wrestling will get it all
don't forget,
back.
Though, it can recoup over time, but it does take some time. So,
It was worth it.
All right. So Earl goes, oh man, I didn't think someone come out that hard. All right, well, good. Let me go ahead and contact your guy. I'll have my guy contact your guy. He kind of looks at his little Yan and McMichaels. I'll have them reconvene and we'll meet up. Send your guys the orders and we'll get it all settled up.
All handled, already done. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, and you go and put the order in real quick. The kind of the order, and McMichaels and Yan get it, and they're like, oh man,
Locked and loaded.
So yes, you will now have the ship will now have a total of 13, or you'll have 19 torpedoes on the ship. So
All for Captain to fire.
yes.
Did he give us a baker's dozen of torpedoes?
No, you had one left over actually.
Oh,
You had
that makes
one
sense.
left. Yeah, you had
Good.
Yeah, you had that one left just for good measure.
I was gonna say like, oh, we bought a dozen. And he just threw in an extra one for free.
I was like, shouldn't he? Shouldn't he? We bought a bunch. Are you gonna throw anything, Trader Earl?
Yeah, he throws in. And you guys get replenished. I'm not gonna have you roll for this one, but he has you guys replenished on PDC rounds.
All right, that's a good.
The ship's back to full on ammo and everything. So
we're big
that's
spenders.
good.
Yeah.
And PDC rounds are a lot cheaper to buy than torpedoes. I will say that. It's substantially cheaper. But you guys used up a lot of torpedoes that last fight. So yeah, the ship's gonna be reconfigured and everything like that too. Wyatt, Myrtle, you guys can see the ship's being updated, the inventory's getting updated, and McMichael sends a picture of himself giving a thumbs up, standing in front of like this like Martian grade torpedo, and you can see like the numbers on it and shit. He's just like
He dabs.
yeah, he's doing a dab. Yeah, it's him and Yan doing a dab in front of the torpedoes. Wyatt, you get this image, and you know immediately these are like, if you get caught with these, you guys are fucking done.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna unload them on somebody before we get caught with them.
That was Zenny's plan. That was Zenny's plan, is to find someone.
I'll tell the cap these are great finds, but we have to be very careful with where we put these.
Well, I'm sure there's places that Zenny and Waxer can find to stash them.
I got a secret.
Yeah, you got a spot. Yeah.
I got a spot.
So the ship's now like reconfigured. Blew a lot of money on that one, but that's, I guess, the way the cookie crumbles.
Well, hopefully we don't have to blow much more money on it. Either we're gonna die, or we're gonna do the job we need to.
That's right. I fully support Officer Zenny's decision here.
So I'm not buying as much fresh produce as I thought I was going to.
No more coffee either. No more fancy.
I've got
coffee.
one bag that's hanging out. Listen, I'll be fine. I'll share.
No more fancy chocolate making.
But yeah,
Quite a while.
They put it all back together, and the ship's been topped off on everything else. Food's not an issue, water's not an issue, fuel pellets not an issue. But yeah, the torpedoes and stuff like that, you guys are stacked. The question is, do you want to put those? The ship has 2 tubes and has 2 magazines of 6. You could put all of them in one tube, or you could try to split them between the tubes. I'm not sure, or not even load them up at all. I'm not sure how you guys would want to do that. What you want to tell McMichaels at the end to load them as.
Zenny would tell them to load the Martian ones to at least get them out of visual.
Yeah.
But then would say to have them check in with Captain about that afterwards.
So yeah, they've loaded the torpedoes into one of the magazines there, Myrtle.
Okay.
And the other 7 are being they have. Do you want all? I guess my question is, do you want the 6 in one of the tubes, or do you want them split between the tubes, so that the first ones that go out?
I think it would be better if they were split, because if something happens to one tube,
Mm-hmm. Okay, good move.
I don't want them all in the same place.
And sometimes you want to fire just like a regular torpedo just for good measure. You don't need to fire this like fancy. You don't need probably the smart ones first. You know, but yeah,
A is hit him hard. B is just hit him.
right. And yeah, Merle, you know, I mean, both you and Wyatt having military experience, you know that these are the ones that take out pirates quickly. They hit targets. They come up with like weird solutions to like their approach. They're quick thinking. So basically, they're extra it's an extra 1 to the evasion check, or like they're harder to evade by 1.
I'm gonna stand there, kind of like looking at all this, going, "Ha!" to Wyatt. Just like, this is the kind of stuff that you were gonna shoot at us years ago, right?
I plead the fifth.
Well, it's good to see it in person and not on the receiving end of it.
Yeah, these are good. These are really good. They'll keep us safer than. She did good. We'll just leave it at that. She did real good. Or they did.
Yeah, these
good.
are nice.
So that's the question, though. How the hell did these Martian torpedoes end up on out in Medina Station for some rando?
We don't ask.
Very curious.
It's one thing about the black market.
Yes.
You don't ask the supplier. Now you can ask around.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna put that down. Then you make a contact. You have a contact now on Medina Station known as Trader Earl.
Trader Earl.
TE. We call him TE. Josh says the churn's too low. I'm sorry, Josh. I didn't mean to have the churn.
Listen,
that low.
I did roll a 6 at least on.
You did.
the
I'm gonna put the churn to
die,
4.
So there's at least 1. Yeah.
So, but suddenly Trader Earl turns into he's a Martian undercover agent, and he's busted you.
No.
Just like that. But yeah, so you guys, so the Synchro's stocked up as far as it goes. You guys now have a lot more room in that cargo bay, though. The torpedoes do take up a bit of space, but you have a lot more room in there now that the spectral analysis rig is out. You also have the cargo space inside the heavy shuttle, the Hostos 1. You guys still have money. You still have some credits. Is there anything? And you have some extra torpedoes. I will say that there are some extra torpedoes lying around. That is if you're inclined. But is there anything you guys want to try to get from Medina Station to bring back? Any kind of stats? And also, were you guys going to bring? Did you guys want to board and bring back Medea Holt to the colony? Because Medea was kind of interested.
Yeah, I think we
You
were.
promised, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Medea's just working in the lab here on the station, doing some freelance work, so they're around.
Zenny's not a fan, but defers to the populace.
Well, we drop her there. You won't have to see her for a while.
Yeah, I mean, the hard part about working with her is that we don't need her or want her until we are going to need her. You know? Because her skills are going to come in handy.
She could just stay on Medina Station.
She's arm's length.
Yeah, it's not that far comparatively.
I'm afraid she's going to turn into another pope. Yeah.
Well, she can be someone else's pope. We have one of our own.
That's true.
That is true. We should not have them meet.
No.
No.
Yeah.
I think that we all agree on that.
Yeah.
It's gonna come to the dark side. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, you got really cool lab equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Sure,
shoving people out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh my God! There's a
Let me
spectral
at it.
analysis. Okay, so you guys, kind of set up and think about what you can bring back with you. That's something to consider too. And also, you're a little low on money here, but it's not too bad. You feel relatively broke, but not too broke.
Well, I feel like promising wrestling match, money. Don't worry, Cap. I got it.
Okay.
You nod, sure, okay.
Yeah.
As you guys are kind of getting this torpedo situation settled and getting the armaments of the ship back up and running, you guys all get another. Actually, we'll have to go through the second officer first, since you're the one that does the comms. You get a ping back from Mundos back on Mason's Haven, and basically it says that like their satellite has found the crash site on the Bright. They found the Star's Edge lost satellite. It was actually pretty easy to find. They can't, and they bring back some images, and the images are of the bright side of the planet. And it looks like, here's what's kind of weird about it. It crashed not far from the direct middle of the bright. So the way the planet looks, if you were like to look at it like from the sun of the system, the dead center of the planet is this alien structure that comes out straight to it, and it looks like it crashed around that. But surrounding that though is like, they don't really have a name for it. They're not really sure what it is, but it's some sort of like canopy of life, of plant life. And none of the satellites have been able to look into it. The best description is like, think of like a rainforest, but the top of the rainforest are like lily pads.
That's Studio Ghibli shit right there, and I love it.
I don't know.
No.
Is that
That's
what that is?
good. That's
Okay.
great. My voice inflection may not have said. I love that.
Okay, but I mean, and we're talking like a lily pad, probably like a mile in diameter.
Yes.
So
Good.
it's massive, and but the sides of the area too are like enclosed as well. So it seems like it'd be some sort of isolated environment of life, but it's unclear what's living in there and the like. Otherwise than that, the bright is largely just like caked dirt, constantly hit. But it seems like there's some sort of like either moisture. One of the theories is that the somehow there is a theory that the night ivy is somehow like a capillary system or like an artery system for this other life on the other side of the planet. That is a theory, but it's only a theory. Because they haven't been able to figure out how deep the night ivy goes. And all signs have pointed to it being one giant living organism. So.
Talking about night ivy, huh?
It's
Okay.
alien worlds, my friend. Alien worlds.
Definitely intrigued.
Yeah, I'll make sure everybody gets the update.
Okay. But yeah, so they found the satellite. Star's Edge is grateful. That's what they get back. That they're grateful for finding it, and they're looking into retrieval, and to try to diagnose it. They got data from whenever it went down, and then it cut out suddenly. But they know there's like a recorder box on the satellite that'll have like the data set as it fell. So that'll give it. So their goal is to try to find that and figure out what took it out.
Right.
But as far as the data on it goes, like Star's Edge just claims that it didn't hit anything. There was nothing for it to hit.
Right.
But something knocked out the air. That or just is a piece of shit. You know? So
Listen, we know Pope, and Pope doesn't buy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
yeah, he's got to send it back. It's still in warranty though, so he'll send it back.
That's one good thing we can say about him.
They have 90 days to get it back. But they are interested in actually. There is the leader. It is subtext in this document that comes back that the people of Mason's Haven are entertaining an expedition to go retrieve it and charging Star's Edge for it, like substantial goods, demanding supplies and
Oh, good. Yeah.
I
so
was like, not us.
not for free, yeah. But they're unclear if they want to do that or not, if they have the expertise or the gear. There's also an idea of if they had a large heavy shuttle, they could make the trip a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Who has one of those? These guys, yes. Everybody raise, I don't know how you guys all raise your hand. So,
I guess.
so there's a lot of options on the table right now with what's going on with the colony, but they are, and they're getting more stable. They're doing pretty good. They took your guys' orders, and that helps stabilize the morale a little bit. So this murder, it threw people off, but their resolve was good. They knew there'd be hiccups, and people accepted the risk. But I think on that note, we actually should have maybe a turn. Maybe we should do a colony turn.
Yeah.
Let's do a colony turn. I feel like the colony deserves a turn. 'Cause
Yeah.
we haven't done one. Well, we did one last time, but like we haven't done one with Maria around. I feel like Maria deserves to. Maria's got a hot hand in a dice game today.
Yep.
Like you do. You got a hot hand. Like you did. I mean, you didn't
Yeah.
waste the money.
Yeah.
So let me ask this question real quick here. Is there an operation of theirs you want them to work on? They have they did find the satellite Do you want them? They can actually try to find more about the satellite, like look at that area more. They could also do stuff like advance, go back, try to start the field research again on the flora and fauna. What kind of stuff would you guys want them to do? Operation-wise, reinforce their base, maybe. There's all kinds of stuff you can have them do.
I wouldn't mind figuring out if we could find out more about those.
Night Ivy.
Yeah, the night ivy.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Brachiosaurus.
Brachiosaurus.
I still think that's the corniest thing. That's one of the corniest names I've ever had. Why do you call him that? I don't know if you guys remember the story, but like the one of the colonists called him that because he's like, I think gets in the base, it'll break everything. Neil did that. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you want to research that? Okay. Let me go ahead and have someone make that check real quick.
Not it.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Captain. Glad you have faith in the crew here. So this would be a science test, which they have a +1 at. Who wants to roll it?
I think I did the last colony one, so whoever. I'm fine with whoever.
Mike, you want to do it?
Yeah.
All right.
You know I do.
Just add 1 to it.
Okay.
As you attempt to research the flora and fauna.
Not the best roller, but I will do it.
The flora and fauna did okay.
It's my time. Nope.
What'd you get?
That is an 8.
8. Yeah, I gotta cut it, buddy. And that includes the +1.
Oh,
9.
Oh, yeah, it does.
What was your lowest number on any of those?
1.
Okay, so you can blow stability of the colony to beat the 14 that you needed to get.
Nah.
You don't want to? Okay. All right.
I mean,
I think we got extra.
You did get extra last time. And
Okay,
you might get more of the colony growth check too.
All right. Then if we have extra, let's do it.
All right. So you blow a total of 6. That doesn't give you doubles then.
I have double 3s already.
Okay, cool. That actually helps you then. So you can use that for a plot stunt.
Okay.
And so what we can do here is you can actually you can get rid of the focus that they were using to get their bonus. So basically, you figure out one of the nuances of the flora and fauna, and that'll help do breakthroughs in future endeavors. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Preparing for the future.
Actually, yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what it is. Okay. So I need you to roll how much basically plot damage you do. That's kind of pretty much what it is in this game. It's called plot damage. Roll 2d6 and add 1 to it.
Okay, watch. This is where I get 2 6s. I got 6 total with the +1.
6 total. Okay. Yeah, you actually managed to. They actually managed to figure out the night ivy. They use some nanoprobes on it and basically go through and kind of figure out approximately how big it is. Yeah, they know it's one organism now.
Oh, okay.
So this is resolved. They also know how to get the exotic materials out of it now, if they want to. So they can actually start like using the water out of it to start cultivating, gathering exotic nanomaterials.
Oh, awesome. Okay, good.
So this is a new resource, a possible economic resource. So I'm going to actually have give the colony. Let's call that under. Do you want them to use it for more economic means, like to trade, or do you want them to use it for more scientific research?
I feel like we have a lot of scientific research going on, right? Maybe we need a little bit of trade.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have. I'm going to put exotic materials. So basically, you guys have the colony now has a focus in exotic materials, meaning they have access to this kind of stuff. So if you wanted to leverage that for trade, you could. If someone's interested in that stuff, you can leverage it for your trade.
I feel like the colony folks out there will be happy, some money coming in that they can trade.
Right.
So
yeah,
we want to please the Patreon, so I don't want to.
Like, so you and Myrtle, you kind of going over this, looking at this. This is good news because like you think like a vial of that shit. You could trade for like months of food for the colony.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
It's a very high valuable rare thing. As you guys saw from Prax, they were like, this is people don't just have this.
That way when we come back, we're less likely to be killed by the colony. So.
Yeah. All right. Let's do the colony growth check. Who wants to see if our colony grow? I almost made like a reader repulsive thing, like magic staff make my colony grow. So that was a deep cut. Who wants to do the colony growth check? See if the colony like advances.
I'll do it. I don't mind.
Okay, now you want to be in charge. Okay. All right. This is going to be using their infrastructure, which is a +2. So you roll the 3d6 and add 2 to it. And you got to beat an 11 here.
You can do that.
I rolled 10, so +2 you said?
Yep. So 12. Okay. Did you get any doubles?
No.
What was your lowest number on that? You want to spend some stability to get doubles on this?
A 2.
A 2 and okay.
Wait,
So,
I did have doubles. I had double 4s. Sorry.
okay. Well then, see,
nice.
see, don't sell yourself short, man.
The drama die. I'm blind as a bat in this.
Okay, so you have a few options here. You can get a new focus, so they have like a new ability, like a new focus, kind of like what you do with the skills.
Oh, nice.
You can actually increase one of their abilities, so you can actually increase their economy, force, infrastructure, media, or science by 1. So one of their stats, which isn't a bad move either.
Yeah.
Or you can actually increase the size of the settlement. That means that they brought more people down from the ship.
Which was our original goal when we were headed this way, wasn't it? Bringing more people.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, we've got, the infrastructure, is at a +2. So we could, just for infrastructure, we'd be able to support more people if we were interested in that.
And get to a 3.
Cap, I'll leave that up to you.
Oh, geez.
Why am I in charge?
Why do I have to be the captain right now? So that would take us to
any of the stats will go up by 1. So economy, force, infrastructure, media, or science can go up by 1. Any of them your choice.
Since we've just discovered this, I think I'd like to have it in economy, especially because we have got exotic materials.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you guys got some perks.
Nice.
So the colony is take some time and really figure out a way to trade in this material. And they've developed a way to harvest it if they want to. They're not sure how sustainable the harvest is, but the night ivy is pretty massive, and they haven't noticed any kind of feedback from it. The main concern would be feedback from the other local wildlife that basically depend upon it. That would be the issue.
Right.
Because one of the current theory is that the brachiosaurs use it to see. They use it to navigate the planet. So it's weird stuff, guys. It's weird stuff.
Yeah. Well, we can let it sit there right now, and then we'll have the science figure that out.
Okay. All right. Cool. So the colony's actually doing pretty well. They really pushed and pulled on this. Their stability, people are pushing themselves a little bit harder to get this up and running, but they're a little shook after everything once they kind of let it settle in. But they think there's a way forward now with the economy, so they should be able to leverage some materials here to help out. And I should also mention too, for those that, if you guys haven't looked at the colony rules, you guys can actually add their economy number to your income checks so often.
Oh, nice.
You can actually, you can have them pay for stuff.
It has to be in
their interest. So if you guys were to go and say, we're going to buy food for the colony, you can actually add their economic score to your income score and make the purchase.
Right.
Oh,
Because
cool.
it's in their interest, obviously.
Yeah.
But you can't be like, hey, I'm buying drinks on Mason's Haven, everybody drink up.
Colony's paying for it.
Yeah, everyone's paying for it. So you can't do that one. They might not pay for torpedoes. They might get mad about paying for torpedoes.
I'm gonna have to wait till my income goes up more for that.
Donna, you saw one of the highest income scores of the group still, even with a 3 low, right? Like what?
I know.
Still.
Yeah. Still, yeah.
No unlimited.
I'm so middle class now. No.
What am I gonna do?
I
have to think before I spend money. Jeez.
Yeah, it's always the issue here. Once again, welcome to middle management, the RPG in space.
Oh, it's an investment, right? That's how my family has money, because we have investments.
There it is.
And investments, yes.
Investments. All right. You guys are hanging out, going over the Mason's Haven numbers, but that stuff's been pretty good. Trade's been good. It's been nice doing a little bit of economical exchange here. You guys got the word out about Mason's Haven through your new friend Trader Earl. Trader Earl's like, okay, Mason's Haven, I'll keep that one in mind. If you guys got anything interesting going on out there, I'd love to that you want to keep on the down low to move through Medina Station or the area. You let Trader Earl know. By the way, anyone at home, if you want to do fan art of Trader Earl, let me know what he looks like because I'm curious.
Oh, that would be rad.
Yeah.
I just all I know in my head is he looks like a son of a bitch. Like, I feel like he's just gonna be this. He'd be a lot of fun. He'd be fun. I could see him go. He's an earther. I want to be clear. He's an earther. So he'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, he's got the hookups here. And I should mention the ship he has is a mid-sized freighter. He does have a freighter he's operating out there, and it has a name. The name is the Verde Libre. So the green freedom, the free green. All right. Waxer, you put in your application to the wrestling league here, and you get a ping back saying tryouts start in 2 days. Come ready, come in costume. Don't be late. Yes.
Okay.
So you have a little thing. You meet at the community center, and there's a picture of on the invitation of the Haymaker patting the orbital smash elbow.
I'm like, all right.
So, I think anything else before we go today?
I just want to have a real quick one with Wyatt.
Sure.
So Wyatt, that dude that you're talking to get all the videos stuff.
Yeah.
The video feeds. Will you just let me know when you start talking to him? Because, it'd be good for us to have a contact here who could get, like food, beverage, or at least beverages, that you might enjoy in a sports bar. If we're going to set up some kind of space for this, it would be good to maybe do some trade also with that guy.
You have a meeting with him later today, Wyatt. He actually said swing by the bar between hours, basically.
So you want me to see more about like a franchise? Maybe he'd be willing to set up shop.
Hey man, if he looks excited about doing some trade here with our planet and a new settlement, and that we don't have a pub yet, but yeah, maybe he'll want to invest.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I mean, I think it's
he'd be like the first person with an official pub, or bar out here in the middle of nowheres.
Yeah,
he'd be first.
All right, I'll definitely bring it up. Let's see what we can get with that.
So you have a meeting with Leon. I mean, you're welcome to bring Myrtle. Like you don't have.
You want to just come with me, Myrtle? It might be,
Oh, sure, yeah.
easier than me remembering everything.
So you guys go by the thin note, come on by it, and this guy comes on out. Another Earther fella. This guy's a little older, probably like in his 70s. Decent shape though, pretty good shape. And he kind of comes in and he goes, "Hey, it's all Leon. Good to meet you. It was Wyatt."
Yes, sir.
All right, come on in. He's all he's like, yeah, feel free to go behind the bar and grab one of the bottles, no problem. Help yourself. And he's got like some beers on ice back there and everything.
I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Just talk some business today.
And he goes, yeah. So my tender tells me you're interested in accessing my vast archives. You'd like to bring a little bit of some footage with you back on the road there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's something you can facilitate. At a price that's affordable.
And you guys like all that old Earth wrestling, and what they always say, what's old is coming new again. I saw the flyers they're passing around here talking about the event here the next week. I can't believe Hank's coming out all the way out here to start up a new league. That's it'll be a lot of fun.
He's an interesting fella.
Yeah, no, we've been talking to him about doing an exclusive stream here, and for people that can't make it live, they can come in here and watch it and have a drink while they're enjoying the show. And I would charge them per screen they look at, called pay-per-view.
That's a great idea. And you know what? We might be able to help you out with that.
Oh, you don't say.
Might have a little bit of we could talk to him. We'll say that.
You're going to talk to him? Okay, man. I saw my buddy was telling me, my tender was telling me you got that big guy that's going in.
Yeah, that's why we need these tapes. You need something to,
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
No.
Motivation.
So you interested in like a sponsorship for your guy?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, if you want to sponsor him, that's awesome. We can get that going. That'll help him out and get him.
I mean, look, big fella like that, people like to see big things. He's like, back on Earth, you know, a lot of these wrestler guys, there's a few that were okay, but they're big dudes. And people like seeing the big guys. They don't have to necessarily do much, but they just have to be big. And you know, if they're into that, the biggest guy I ever seen. So I want to see him myself. But I was thinking maybe, you know, he's got to wear a costume, he's got to wear an outfit. Maybe put, you know, the thin note somewhere on that. He's got a lot of, you know, physical real estate, is what I'm saying. Put that name
yeah, we
somewhere on
totally
there.
get you there. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think we could get that. Wouldn't be a problem. I can
That'd
see
be, yeah.
all for that.
That's like, oh yeah, you can put your name on my friend's body all you want, no problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tattoo it for him.
Send
Put
on
it
the
on
logo.
twice, why
We'll
not,
take
right?
care of it.
He's I just make sure I spell it right. No. So he goes, okay. He's like, well, if you're willing to do that, I'd be willing to share some of my videos with you. And probably for your buddy to train up. You know, people like a winner, and they're gonna like what they see on a winner. So I'm into that.
Absolutely. I mean, that would be a great start to this relationship.
Well, let me give me this. What I'll do is I'll send you guys a transfer. There'll be a big data block coming through. I'll get your deets here, and where do you guys want me to send this to? This isn't something you can just send to your data pad, or you'd have to send it to the ship.
Yeah.
Like you have to go into the data core of the ship. Yeah. Okay. He's like, all right, and he gets the information. He goes, okay, all right. Well, I'll go ahead and I'll send that off tonight. But the thin note, that's what we call the thin note sports bar. You can get all that little subtitle sports bar, the thin note. He's like, let me send you over like our logo in high resolution, and you can go when you get his outfit fabricated, you can make sure the system puts that on there. That's all I'm asking. That'd be nice.
That won't be a problem. I don't see a problem with that.
What's your guy going by? What's I heard his name was Waxor or something like that, but what are they gonna call him in the ring?
What was it earlier? I don't remember what it was now.
I don't remember what it was either.
I think that was my move. Yeah, Comet
we were talking about your move.
The Comet Koyo, and then the Chang crane.
Oh yeah,
The Chang crane.
He's got a couple things he's working on. He hasn't nailed it down quite yet.
All right, but
we'll get that to you.
Let me give you a piece of advice. If Hank says it's going to work in the ring, it's going to work in the ring. And listen, I'm clear. And if you don't get offended. Hank's kind of old school like that. If he calls you a humanoid, don't take offense.
We're cool. We're cool with him.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to seeing it.
Well, hold on one second before you end this conversation. Cap here had a good suggestion that I thought would be great to run by, if it's all right.
Let's go ahead and hear it.
So yeah, we're setting up a colony on. We got a planet that's way out there. And,
they all are, right?
Right.
They gotta laugh.
They're all way out there. And we were looking at, not only are we, got science going on and infrastructure, we're building all this stuff and growing our economy, but once people start making money, they don't have anywhere to spend money and relax.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm hoping to find a relationship where, maybe we could get some goods that come down, because I can go buy food for everybody, but, it'd be good to have alcoholic beverages and other kinds of snacks to come down.
Well,
maybe set up some kind of trade.
Yeah, I got my own supply chains. They're not doing too bad. Right now, I'm running about as high as I can right now on all of that. I got to add a little bit more here, but I'm going to expand the supply lines.
Yeah.
If you're asking me right now if I can send you home with some stuff, I can't. I don't have it here. But you give me a few months.
All right.
You give me a few months, and I'll be sure to have. I can make sure to up my orders a little bit. What kind of stuff is your colony do? What do you guys call it?
The planet's Mundos, and our colony is Mason's Haven.
Mason's Haven. I thought that Mason, man. I swear I've seen that name around here somewhere. Okay. And you kind of take it as a data pad. You go, okay. And what kind of industry is Mason's Haven in? What do you guys mining lithium down there like everybody else is, or what?
We've found some really interesting plant life down here. That looks like and maybe some.
Is this plant life of the recreational nature?
Not yet. We don't know yet. We'll see. We've got scientists working on it all.
Have you tried smoking the alien life? Is what I'm asking. No.
Well, I have not tried smoking the alien life as of yet, but I'm sure someone will try soon.
Michael feels like his ears burning.
Yeah.
We have a crew member whose duty is to
It's
try to
surprising.
smoke the exotic materials.
I'm on a 5-year mission to explore new planets.
But anyway, so and maybe hey, if it's time,
Yeah.
you might have people that who might be wanting to come down and get some work.
Well, look,
Maybe set up a place.
We've only been open for about 6 months here on the station. Seriously, still getting set up. The supply line stuff, I don't have a problem with. I can make sure if you guys want booze, and if you guys are bringing in some of the exotic stuff, I never. How do I put this? I didn't get where I am today. Have some out here without diversifying a little bit, and it sounds like you guys are interested in helping me diversify, and I like that. Okay. Yeah, and he gets over his details and he says, all right, well, when you guys come back up next time, let me know and I'll make sure to have a little bit here and we'll keep in touch.
Yeah, we could just start chatting right now and then see where we go from there.
Yeah, I like this. Like I said, I got to see how my supply lines are going to be going here in a few months, though. But I'll make sure to put the next order in. Coming from Earth, I'll probably put some extra special stuff on there for y'all.
Hey, yeah, and if you want to throw your own labels on stuff, so that way everybody sees, the notes, sports bar, that'd be cool too. Like some space coasters.
Space coasters. That's pretty good. Okay, all right. So you make a connection here, Myrtle. You have a connection now of Leon, the owner of the Thin Note on Medina Station, a sports bar. He's it sounds like the deal is that you guys are interested in trading exotic materials to him for alcohol, and we're talking like pretty good quantities of alcohol, like pallets of the stuff, but it's gonna take him a while to get to that far with it. He doesn't just have it here because he's selling as well as he can right now on the station. Okay, cool. And he'll keep an eye out, and if you can also ask him also to keep an eye out for other types of trade goods too. He could bring along. But the prospect of exotic materials is really fascinating to him. You can tell that's something that not everybody has access to, and it's exciting. It's exciting. So okay.
So exciting.
It is. Right. It so is. All right. Medina Station keeps on churning. It's actually pretty mellow, man. Like security here is good. People are safe. There's not a lot of people carrying weapons. It's pretty easy. The space outside of it is mellow. No one's firing at each other. A lot of them know that if you piss off Medina Station, you're gonna piss off everyone. If you were to fire a shot outside, you're gonna have like 20 ships coming after you immediately, type thing. It's very communal. Everybody knows how dangerous this place really can be. You guys specifically. But at this point, it seems calm, collective, and it almost feels like this time around people are having fun. They're excited for the future, and especially excited for the future is their future wrestler, Waxu Duchang. Yeah. Which I'm very So yeah. We'll come back on this next week, where we will be joined by Adam Bradford portraying Hank the Haymaker Haddix.
Yes.
Adam,
I missed him last time.
Did you miss him last time? Oh, okay. So
that was fun.
Yeah, that was a fun session. That's actually one of my favorite games. Actually, it's actually a really solid session. And Adam's a lot of fun. He's an absolute sweetheart. He just had his birthday last month, or just like a few weeks ago. And so I'm excited to have him come back and portray his character again, and get to coexist in two of his favorite fandoms, the Expanse and the world of professional wrestling.
It's the best.
And I pitched him, the first idea I pitched him, he was like, holy shit, that's funny. Like, it's like, that's funny as hell. I look forward to it, guys. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out this night. Thank you, Josh, for the raid. That was super kind of you. We appreciate that always whenever people come on.
Nice.
Once again, the best way to support us is our Patreon and Ko-fi. We always appreciate that. A lot of the stuff going on with Mason's Haven has been determined by our votes back there. Yeah. We are looking forward to having more votes. I think the one that's going to come up next is going to concern the exotic materials and the economy. That's a really interesting direction you guys went with it. I'm liking this whole having you guys come up with stuff for the Patreon, and then the Patreon come up with stuff for you, and it's making me not have to do any work.
Nice.
It makes my life so much easier when you guys share these ideas, and I like bouncing off it. It's a lot of fun. I love seeing what you guys are interested in, what you guys like are liking, and what you guys want to mess with. Just here's an alien world, go nuts, and you guys are like, oh, let's mess with this. I'm like, all right, okay, cool. But anyway, thank you very much. We'll be back with Abraxas Precipice next Wednesday, and take it easy. Later.